Hey, all y'all. We had a great day today. I love good days like this. So let me show you what I had going on today. 2 trades. And this is October 19th. So let's take a look here. First one I had right here. I had a short on the 6A, 6N spread. So this is the Australian dollar versus the New Zealand dollar. Now, this one is an awesome spread. These two currency futures contracts are very tied together. They're geographically close to one another, and their economies are very closely related. So when one does well in the currency versus the US dollar, the other one seems to do well. And we can quantify that. We can show that here because of the TPO histogram that BOSA produces. This is only a $50 grid, so the black and the kind of the yellowish backgrounds are $50 apart. And it's a very tight spread, very, very condensed around that opening price. And what we do then is we want to range trade this one. And we're looking for reversion back to the midline or even below it. So we want to go between, ideally, we want to trade in the value area of the TPO, which is this blue dot down here at 6080 on this day, and this blue dot up here at 6240. And so what I did is I went short right at this point, right when we hit this top level of this at 6280. See? So we went short there, and the spread basically moved in our way right away. So that was the opening. That's where we entered. We bounced a little bit off of the value line, which is the yellow line. And that is, this value line has a really good support resistance level. Had we gotten out there, we would have done okay, but I was holding on for a further target at this indigo line here. I wanted to see some overshoot. I was looking for it to come down again, try and test the bottom of this value area. And it moved up, it moved against me, but it found a lot of resistance there, and we did start shooting downward. And I kept on moving down. We found another little bounce here off of the value line, bounced up to hit the fast moving average, and we went again, continuing downward. And we did exit right there at the target. So we filled that target. This is the trade for that position. So we were up $130. Again, this is range trading. Now, many traders would load up on these contracts. That's completely up to you. This was just one spread. So we went short on the 6A1 contract, and we went long on this one contract, and we did that all through the BOSA interface. Now, I want to show you what happened to this spread. I'm going to actually go over here to a live chart. Let's take a look at the current chart. This is that day. Again, this is where we exited, but you can see price did move down to that predicted value area. And it's right now, it's actually bouncing around that area here for market time, which is about 2:15 in the afternoon Eastern time. So we had a really good down move. Could have held on for a little bit more. We did hit the volatility bands, which is this green and red line down here. And it was a great trade. So that one, I'm going to put that one in the wood column. All right. So let's have a look at our second trade of the day. This was a great trade. Happy about it. This was in the ZMZL spread. So this is, as you can see, the prediction line here, the historical spread line. Now, this is the average position of the spread throughout the day. So we project that average forward, and we can see where this spread typically changes momentum, it changes direction. As the day unfolds, we expect it to be above the midline, which is this green area, and right around here at about the 10:15 time, we should start seeing it weaken. So the expectation is down, but the initial move was up right until the volatility band sell level. So the overbought level was up here, and that's when I took the first short. So I actually had two positions on. I took the first short here. We bounced. Actually, I was up about $100. This is a $100 grid. I was up about $100. I think about 80 or 90. I could have gotten out there, but I didn't. We were up 60 right at this point. But I held on. I was shooting again for getting back to that value line, or maybe even following it down on the follow through at the end of the day. So we're short here. This is early in the day. This is probably about 9:30 is when the market opens. It was very, very shortly after the open. Now, if we move forward a little bit, the market pushed up on another wave. So we went up, I got short. It went up again, and I decided to enter again. We were about $120 away from our initial entry. And you can see the short here on the ZM, and the second position was right here. There's a little pink arrow here and a little pink arrow here. Both of those are going on the short direction. So I was holding on. I added to the position. I was even willing, my risk parameter said, if I go short up here, I'm fine with that. So just so you understand, if the market did move up to this position, we would have been underwater a little bit. So it's $100 for the grid spacing. So it's $100, $200. So this position here would have been underwater $200. This position would have been under about 310, 320. So 100, 200, 300. So the net position was down about $520 or $30 if it would have gone up here. And because of the downward prediction here, because we're at the top of the value area and the TPO histogram didn't have much more upside, decided to go again short here if it hit it. Now, the market never did fill there, but I was willing to go there again for that reversal play toward the midline. So as the day wore on, very quickly here, we saw the cycle dots coming in. We saw a little bounce in the price movement. As you can see, I was targeting again down here, this touch target right at the value area, the value line right here. And let's see how that played out. Played a little games here and there, but we did hit that target. And this prediction, this spread history was really coming through for us. Seemed to be being fulfilled on this day. So we closed up today at 758. I was so very happy with that. Let's take a look now at how that spread actually played out further on in the day. Now we got out here. You can still see the arrow. We covered our short positions, both of them. But had we held on, the market is still churning away down here. And well, actually it just closed 2:20 in the afternoon or so. The market is just closed. And we had a beautiful day. Had I held on to it, but it would have been better. But I was thrilled to have taken home about $758 today. So that's it. That was BOSA today on October 19th. Happy about it. And I'd love to show you more. Hey, reach out to me. We can definitely work together. I'll show you what I've got. And we can do a demo for you. Come join us. I'd love to have you trade along with me. All right. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Keep trading. God bless.